Something I got to mention that is much more serious. Since we were talking about The Rock and we were talking about his daughter,
Right.
did you get a chance to see the eulogy that he gave to his father?
I didn't get a chance to see it.
I don't know if you want to, because I know, unfortunately your dad is no longer, he's still around. He's just, you physically just don't see him right now.
Right.
He's still looking down on you, happy. And The Rock, he put on his Facebook page on Saturday, and this is no BS. I wrote what I wrote on Twitter literally 2 minutes after I did it. Somebody sent me a PM and said, "Hey, did you see The Rock's eulogy?" And I said, "No, I didn't get a chance to see it." And I thought it was really, really nice because they showed, it was about 10 minutes long, and it was professionally done, with music, and there's highlights of Rocky Johnson's career, and it's, some samba music in the background. But I really appreciated I appreciate the whole video. The one thing that stuck out to me and I thought was really, really, really cool is during his eulogy, they were showing some still shots of Ric Flair at the coffin. They were showing Rock hugging certain people. And they actually, for a split second, showed Pat Patterson by the coffin as well. And I thought that was so important because of all the garbage that was said online about Patterson drunk and Vince McMahon saying this. I didn't even address it, acknowledge it. I ignored it. And just that little gesture, I picked up on that, but it was so powerful. The whole 10 minutes that The Rock put up, that at 11, I think it was 11:25 at night, I called my father up, and he answered the phone, and I said, I don't want to get too much over here because people get emotional, but I just called him just to tell him I loved him. And I swear on a stack of Bibles, his answer to me was, at 11:30 at night, I'm sleeping. I never, ever did that before. My mom, I called, in the past before she had a surgery. I was there. I mean, some of you saw photos and everything, but I just felt the need that I had to do that. And I did it. And my father was like, something wrong? I'm like, no, I just needed to do that. And he's like, at 11:39, I'm sleeping. And it was funny. And I was like, put mom on. And I was talking to my mother a little bit, just try to change the subject. And my mother's like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. I said, I just saw something on video and it got me a little emotional. I just wanted to call him. I don't know if my mom was just felt left out because, I didn't ask for her also. But anybody out there, if you want to see something beautiful, powerful, and, it's sad, but it's also a celebration. I think anybody out there that thought that there was some type of, because I heard this on multiple podcasts. I saw a lot of YouTube clips. I've been surfing around to see, how other shows do their things. And the one thing I kept seeing over and over again was early on was how many people that thought that there was almost a complete falling out between The Rock and Rocky Johnson, that they weren't tight or this and that. I mean, almost to the point that there was dissension between the two. And I think once you watch this, I think you'll pretty much realize that these people were just guessing.
No, but even if there was some stuff that didn't get, remember, he died kind of out of the blue. It wasn't like, my dad, who had this, 7-month illness, diagnosed in January, passed in the summer. Rocky Johnson's dad just wasn't feeling good for a couple of days. He had the flu, and Rocky said the same thing. His father's been sick before. He'd be all right. He was assured even by his stepmom, the woman who's now married to his dad, that, he's sick, but he'll be okay. And then he passed out of the blue. It was shocking. So again, he didn't get to have those fun moments. Maybe even if there was something, they're father and son, and you always have that stuff anyway. And the bottom line is, the love and respect you have for each other. And that stuff goes by the wayside. Even if they were mad at each other during a time and didn't get to resolve it, they know how they felt about each other. And I don't think, that's such private stuff anyway, DT, that, but when, as they say, when someone passes, all bets are off, and it's all about the love of a father and son, not about any little disagreement they had.
Yeah. It was just,
like that. It's nothing like that.
For me at my age, to be, for the first time in my life, calling my father late at night just to say that for no other reason,
You felt
that
compelled,
just
yeah.
give people an idea how powerful that was, what I saw with The Rock. I wanted to play it here. I was going to even stream it Saturday, but the problem is that I'm nervous about copyright flags and stuff like that. Right. And I'll put a link up on Saturday. You go to his
tell
Facebook.
People to go, listen to it, and it's up there now. People can go check it out.
It's beautiful.